In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to add linear expressions. The first method is using models. We need to find 4x minus 2 plus negative 7x minus 3. I'm going to rewrite them below like so, and then I'm going to create models. So my models, I'm just using different colors of x's. The green x represents positive, so I've written positive 4x, and then I'm just using the red to indicate negatives. And I've wrote negative 1 2 times because I have negative 2. Down below, I'm going to draw out 7 negative x's. So you'll see so far I've got 5, 6, and 7. The next step is to draw in my negative 1's. And I will be drawing in 3 of them. Now, we want to find 0 pairs. 0 pairs cancel each other out. So when we are adding these together, we will see that we have 4 x's that cancel each other out. So we have a pair of a positive and a negative x 4 different times. So those all get canceled out and they equal 0. Now all we have left are our negative 1's and our negative x's over here. Together, that's negative 3x. And then we would have negative 5. So our final answer is going to be negative 3x minus 5. All right, so our second method for adding is to really just combine them using columns. When I'm using columns, I'm going to set up that 4x minus 2 plus negative 7x minus 3 like a standard algorithm. So just like we're adding them together. I'm using parentheses just to indicate there's a difference between signs. Now, you see that I've set it up like the standard algorithm. Those are both negative, so they're going to remain negative. We're just going to add them together. So 2 plus 3 is 5. I brought down my negative sign. Now, here's where the catch is. I have a negative 7x. The 4 is positive. Remember, we have to take that negative and we take it over here and we say, okay, since 7 is bigger, we're actually subtracting the 4. So 7 minus 4 is 3. But because 7 is bigger and the sign in front of it is negative, we get a negative 3x. All right, so our final answer is going to be negative 3x minus 5. And that's our final answer. In example 2, we are just going to add the linear expressions using the columns. So we're going to rewrite subtraction as addition first. It says 1/3 x plus 9 plus 5/12 x minus 4. This is the only place that there is subtraction. So I'm rewriting 1/3 x plus 9 plus 5/12 x plus negative 4. Now you'll notice I'm going to do something here. I'm going to do what's called adding brackets because I want to separate my parentheses or have the parentheses separate my signs. And so I've created brackets instead of just parentheses. So I'm just labeling those as my new brackets. You never have to label your brackets. I just wanted to show you. All right, now in step 2, we are going to arrange the like terms into columns. Before I do that though, I want to write it out so you can see what I'm going to do because I have to figure out common denominators. So I'm rewriting them the same way I would as if I was going to add them together, but you'll notice that I'm putting arrows to the side. That's just to show you that I'm going to change my denominators. So the 1/3 and 5/12 have the common denominator of 12. In order to find it, all I need to do is multiply that 3 by 4, which means I have to multiply the 1 by 4 as well to get 4/12. Then I'm going to rewrite it up at the top as 4/12 x. So it's super important. Carry that variable over. We've got 4/12 x plus 9. All right, and then below, this stays the same. And we're going to add it together like we would a regular algorithm. So 5/12 x plus -4. Now you'll see that we have a -4 and a +9. That just means that we need to subtract the two numbers. So we'd get +5 because 9 is bigger and it's positive. Next, we look at our numerators and we see 4 plus 5. That equals 9. So 9/12 x plus 5. This is not in simplest form. So we need to simplify this fraction. In order to simplify, I need to see what factors my 9 and 12 have in common, which is 3. So I can divide the 9 by 3 and divide the 12 by 3 to get 3/4 x. And then we add in the 5. And now my equation is simplified. My final answer would be 3/4 x plus 5. And that's in simplest form. All right, now it's your turn to try today. Have a good one and ask your teacher if you have any questions.